All right.
It is Friday
before
morning. Sheep and Wool.
Yeah, Sheep and Wool, our first of the festivals for the fall. Very exciting.
It's really exciting. I woke up this morning and there was actually like a little bit of fall color out there. I don't know about you.
It's drying. I think it's not going to be. We had just so much rain. I don't think it's going to be as spectacular.
It's still really early in the season. And
well, I guess fall colors are coming later and later thanks to climate change. But the question I think is because we had all that rain, is it going to be kind of ruined? But we'll see. But yes, you're right. There's a little bit of red. And speaking of red, there's a little red behind us as well as, can you see all those bags?
Ooh, yeah. So this is how it looks when we're getting packed up to go to a festival. It's not the prettiest, but it's all going to get loaded into Peggy's truck.
And we got a lot of it already in the truck.
Sweet.
We've got the panels and these, we're trying out something new, which is very exciting. You'll see it a little bit later in the broadcast. We got these big, tall grates and some really fabulous black and white photos.
Yep.
Because we really wanted to get the message across. We're a mill.
Right.
You know, we're not hand dyers alone. We're a mill.
We're hand dyers. We're spinners.
Right.
We're bringing all of the things.
Yeah, we're bringing the mill into our booth.
Yeah.
At least that's our plan.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited though.
Me
a
too.
lot of people have talked about that they're going to come and find us and drive some distance to come see the Vermont Sheep and Wool. It's a great festival, so
I'm just really looking forward to those maple creamies. I hope
Did I tell you I've never had a maple creamie?
Oh my gosh, you have to have one. They're so good here.
Where are you getting them?
At the Sheep and Wool Festival, there's like that little, it looks like a sugar shack almost. Like up.
Way over to the side.
Yeah. It's worth checking out.
Okay. All right, very good.
So we will check in later with the maple creamies.
Yes, maple creamies and a little more setup when we get to our Dodge Gilman Pavilion.
Yep.
And very excited for the weekend.
Me too. Bye.
Okay, this is the back of the cab, and that's full. And then here is the back of the truck. Pretty chock-a-block, full of yarn. And we have unloaded the truck. And Todd is starting to set up the frame for the lights. And lots of work to do.
So I just got to the Sheep and Wool Festival. It's Saturday morning, day one. The lines are already going for the vendors to get their breakfast, which you just saw Peggy has some. And I got myself a turnover because I already ate, but I'm going to have this later. Well, the booth is too mobbed for me to get out. We can only hope. See you inside. Oh, sorry.
No problem.
That was over here. Turn the camera. These
are going to be something.
Is
but
this?
I don't know what.
How amazing is that?
Yep.
Really well done. Thank you.
And you see, she's got
Let me know when you're ready, man. Look at this. I don't remember. Is this
the gold wing by...
Yeah, but is it zinnia? the making tracks? I think it might be Zinnia.
I think it might be. I don't remember.
Okay, so you came to the mill.
We did, and you showed us around in the spring. We had taken a course to King Arthur.
Right.
And then we bought yarn.
Fabulous. Man, this is just gorgeous.
Yeah. And then we did the
And then you did the tour.
Okay, it's the end of day one.
Day one.
There's not much to see behind us.
Yeah, no, everything's hidden. Yeah. Oh, well. Good day.
Yeah, we had a slow start.
Yeah.
And then
Which had me nervous, of course.
Yeah,
and
you
then,
were nervous.
Bam.
We are pretty much located as far as you can get from the parking lot.
This is true.
So I think people just found us like later in the day, but
Right.
yeah.
But the
then we
good
had a
news
ton
is
of people.
we're in a place that's very well lit. We've got great lighting, and we've got a terrific space.
Yeah.
And we saw a lot of people who sought us out. And
Yeah, who liked the Millcast. So
Yeah.
shout out to all of our Millcast
Yeah, thanks,
fans.
Millcast folks. And God, we saw some gorgeous examples of what people have been making.
Oh my
with-
gosh. Yeah, I think we'll just show a few on top of us talking here.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and I also got my creamy, which I was happy about. I got to step away for a few minutes and have some ice cream. With
And how
Meg
was
and
it?
Cody. Delicious. But then I
Yeah.
also had fried cheese curds. It was
Oh,
a lot of
good.
dairy today.
Wow.
Yeah, I really
Wow.
did it. I had a lamb burger.
Oh,
We had Leah, who works at the mill here
Yeah.
for several hours today.
which freed us up to
It
go out and
was-
explore.
And just like chit chat with people and
Yeah.
not have to worry about
Yeah.
like taking payments. And usually I think Todd gets strapped with doing
Yeah.
the cash
Yeah.
register, so it's
Yeah,
kind
no,
of
it
nice.
worked out. Leah was terrific. Liz is going to be with us tomorrow, and
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow. It was a really great day, and ready to do it all over again.
Me too. All right, let's go
All right.
home and get some sleep.
Yeah. See ya.
All right, here we are for day two.
Day two. Yeah, beautiful day here at the Vermont Sheep and Wool Festival, and I hope we get a good crowd. We had a phenomenal crowd yesterday.
Yeah, you can
So,
hear there's a buzz in the air.
Yeah, there is,
Everyone's,
there
It's
is.
just about 10 o'clock, so everyone's getting ready to.
Yeah, and I had another breakfast sandwich made right here on the grill just outside of our Dodge Gilman booth. Hey, if you're it'll be Tuesday when you see this, but
Next year.
yeah, next year. Make sure if you didn't come this year to the Vermont Sheep and Wool, come next year.
Yeah.
It's I'm excited for today.
Yeah, you actually had to stop back by the mill to restock some colors.
Yep, I had to do
so
some restocking, which is
That's
great.
a great thing.
Yeah, it is a very good thing. So
All right,
all
well,
good.
we will check back in later to see how it goes.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
We
So,
made it.
We've made it. End of the day on the Vermont Sheep and Wool Festival. What a spectacularly gorgeous day.
It's like summery fall
Yeah,
weather. It's
yeah.
the trees are all starting to change, and it's just
Yeah.
like beautiful. Everyone
lovely.
seems to be celebrating.
Yeah, everybody was in a great mood.
Yeah.
Not as crazy crowded as Saturday,
It
but
never is.
right. But
That
it was
sort of Sunday we do about half as much business. Usually
right. It
as
just
Saturday.
mellow people who with a nice steady stream of people. It was good.
Yeah,
It
I
was
think
good.
it's interesting. There's some folks who plan to attend both days, and then they
Yeah.
come by on Sunday and do their big,
Yeah.
like, I've decided,
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
thought about it
Yeah.
overnight, I respect those people as being responsible.
Yep,
And then
yep.
there's the people that come in, I don't have a plan, but
Right.
here we go, I'm going to get
But
all
I
this
love these
yarn.
colors. I gotta get Got
Yeah.
any ideas what you want to do with it? No, but I like the color, which is
Yeah.
good. Which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the only big chore left is taking the whole booth down.
Oh, you got to talk to Ellen this morning, right?
Yes, I did talk to Ellen. So Ellen is in charge of the vendors.
Yes.
And she's been doing
and
it
she
for
also
over...
has her own booth, right?
Yes, she's Half Pint Farm in Norwich. And she's been overseeing the vendors for over 20 years.
Yeah.
And I just asked her about trends and thoughts, and
we'll show you Ellen's interview.
Yeah, meet Ellen. Okay, I am at the booth of Half Pint Farm, which is in Norwich, Vermont. And this is Ellen in charge of the farm, but she's also in charge of all the vendors for the Vermont Sheep and Wool Festival. And so how's it been going? We're just about to start day 2.
It has been going great. It's been a great weekend so far. The weather has been perfect, nice and sunny, a little warm, but it's still nice and sunny.
Yeah.
Everyone is having a great time. We have a really great crowd coming in, a lot of great fiber vendors.
How are people learning about it? Is there a marketing? How does the word get out?
Word of mouth.
Yeah.
People who have been coming here for years and years to the festival, they spread it to their friends, the guilds. We do a lot of advertising with public radio systems, any way that we can get out at all. All the other festivals promote, we put ads in all of their programs, and we promote them. So it's kind of everyone helps each other out with festivals.
Right. So you've been overseeing the vendors for a while. Are you seeing any kind of trends with the vendors that are interested in being part of this festival?
We are a little bit. I have been doing it for a long time, and I was just talking yesterday with some of the more mature vendors who have been doing this for many, many years, saying there's quite a lot of us that have been doing it for a long time. We are seeing some young vendors coming in, which is really great. What we're really seeing is young customers. We're seeing a lot of families, a lot of young, even 10 or 12-year-olds, younger than that, getting involved, a lot of 20, 30-year-olds. We are seeing a lot of younger people interested in the fibers, interested in coming to the festival, but some younger vendors, yes.
Right. It seems to me, just from the mill's point of view, that younger customer seems particularly interested in knowing where their fiber came from, there's just a real interest in knowing the source.
They are. A lot of people are asking. A lot of people want to support local. They want to support local farmers. We have a lot of people raising a few sheep. Some people raising a large flock, or the alpacas, llamas, all of that. So we do have a lot of people who are very interested in where their fiber source is coming from.
Right. I know it's too early to say, but would you say you're on track to breaking our attendance record or meeting last year's? Any sense?
I was actually just talking...
Cautiously optimistic?
Cautiously optimistic. I was just talking with Jane this morning. She hasn't completely totaled the gate, but Jeremy, who runs our gate, said it felt like it was definitely up. She looked at the numbers that she had so far and said, feels like it's up. Wow. And I think from the crowds, from as packed as I saw this building yesterday, the long lines watching the sheep herding demos, lines at the food vendors, I think the gate is up. Right. I think we're heading that way.
Is there a kind of vendor you wish you had more of? Just like, is there I know at some farmers markets they're like, gosh, I wish we had someone who sold cheese.
Yes.
What do you wish you had?
Cheese, sheep, like meat is always, lamb is always good. We don't have enough of that. We are always looking for fiber processors. The whole state, I think the whole fiber industry could use more fiber processors, although we're getting some great ones coming in now, but we're always looking for different, fiber-related different. That's basically what we're sort of always trying to add. Right. We keep our vendors a little limited, the number of vendors, because we want to be able to support everyone. We want to make sure everyone who comes is able to financially support themselves doing this.
Right.
But we are always trying to add a little bit more and different vendors.
Wow, that's interesting. Yeah. Well, thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you.
On day 2.
And yes, we're happy to have everyone come and visit us, and we're looking for a great weather and a great festival.
Absolutely. All righty.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ellen. So, I thought it was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that they're really seeing a trend towards younger people coming here. Yeah. And I hadn't thought about it. When I said, well, what vendors do you wish you had? You said meat. people who will sell lamb meat. And I was like, all right.
Yeah, there was that food booth that I ate at yesterday had a delicious lamb burger, and that seemed like they probably picked that to be
right. But
appropriate
she
to
wants
this.
people.
I hear that. Like they want to buy.
Yeah, they
want to
buy.
take
Yeah,
home.
right.
So maybe next year you'll have to bring your sausage.
Yeah, bring the Savage Heart Farm sausage. But yeah, nice steady stream of people in the booth, and all big task that remains is taking the booth apart. Which well, Todd showed up, so he'll help us.
Yeah,
crank it down.
It'll go pretty quickly, and this is a great smaller festival in preparation for Rhinebeck.
Yeah,
feels so different from last year when this was sort of our big one for a little while.
Right,
we didn't have anything I think until New England Fiber Festival, and this time around we've certainly got Rhinebeck in sight.
Yeah, Rhinebeck is not far off. We have a retreat, our October retreat in between.
Yep.
But I think we're in good shape for Rhinebeck, and I think this is a nice getting ourselves into the groove of. Manning the booth and keeping the flow.
I'll be very curious to see, looking at the numbers, like what colorways were the most popular here and compare that. We didn't even take that data from last year.
Right.
So it's hard to say year to year, but Aurora Borealis I think was definitely one of our top sellers.
Yeah.
This
Leaves in the Brook I think did well. Gesundheit. And some of our solids. I'm really glad we had our solids here.
Yeah, I feel like the solids always do really well at in-person events because people are matching them.
Right. They can put them next to each other and say
that, or everyone comes to Vermont Sheep and Wool and they really want wool from Vermont, and so that's what our Farm Fresh line is all about, which we love. And I have to say is so nice is just being able to walk around and talk to people that have gotten their fleece processed at our mill, and being able to touch and feel and see with the ball bands and everything on it, yarn that's come through the mill that isn't stuff that we have for sale, but we've played a hand in, and it's really fun to see that.
It's very rewarding.
Yeah, a woman came by the booth and said she's really interested in helping small businesses, and that's great. We've had so many really kind businessy folks enter our mill and want to help out, so that's awesome. But she walked around and she said people kept referencing our mill, so she had to come find us.
Not a bad thing.
It's really cool to be here surrounded by not only the people that knit with our yarn and want to shop with our yarn, but also just the farms that we've gotten a chance to work with.
And an honor to be part of their process.
Yeah.
They take care of the animals all year long, but then for us to then take their labor of love and turn it into what we think is pretty nice yarn.
And I didn't get to share, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I got to judge fleeces on Friday,
that's right.
I didn't take any footage from it, but Mary Lake, who's a phenomenal shearer, she does some on-farm slaughter, she just kind of does it all with sheep.
She does do it all.
She makes earrings from sheep
horns,
which
wild.
Cody got me for our anniversary. I would have worn them, but I had a mask on all weekend, and it was too much.
Yeah.
But anyways, she approached me to see if I wanted to co-judge the fleece competition with one of the guys who's a shearer. And it was so fascinating. I learned a lot, especially with breeds we don't process at the mill, like Icelandic and the dual-coated breeds.
Yeah.
But that was really cool. We got to, I got my hands on a bunch of fleece covered in lanolin. Got a lot of new terms about, this is the britch wool, and this is some tipping, and
that's good to know. That's good to know.
So maybe I'll be able to be a little bit more knowledgeable when folks drop off fleece and want feedback at this point.
Great. Yeah. And we will be back at the mill tomorrow.
Yep. Got another week of milling. Which, again, I feel very lucky. Looking around, I think a lot of vendors leave this festival and they say, back to real life. And it's, for us, back to real life is like still working with wool all day, every day, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm excited. We got some good things going on in the mill.
Yeah.
And hopefully everybody's feeling good and healthy.
Yep.
And we'll get back there.
For the next weekend, we have no wool-based commitments.
No.
So we will enjoy that and then have 2 crazy weekends with the retreat and Rhinebeck. So.
All good. All good. So lovely weather here. We're going to wrap up and
I think we got 3 minutes and it's tear down time. I'll try
We'll
to get a little video to show you what that entails.
All right. In the meantime,
bye.
Bye-bye. We're packing